Well, so the government then legalized forex bureaus. Forex bureaus have not always been here. They weren't there until 1990. So when we think so, this means that people were free to if they met the qualifications to open forex bureaus and trade in foreign exchange. There were great concerns at the time by quite a few people that foreign exchange is going to flee the country and all that kind of business. But it has turned out very well. It's kept the forex value at a fair rate, a market determined rate, and fluctuations were less wilder than those days. Those days the government, like I remember, I think it was the previous budget, 89-90 government raised the dollar rate from, I think, was it 60 shillings to about 140, twice, doubled it in just an announcement, which has taken a year. Well, the economics was not supporting the shilling. The economy was supporting the shilling. But you see, the problem is it takes a move by the government at the end of the year, yet activity has been happening. So by liberalizing forex, the shilling would move with activity. Yes. You don't get a shock that one day your dollar is 60 shillings and then the next day it's 140. It can be disastrous for business.
Wait, were those concerns addressed then?
Yes, they were, because now you've left the currency to flow to the market. So it's unlikely, unless you've really had a disastrous economic something, that the currency is going to double like this as it was then. Because then the minister will stand on the budget and say, from tonight to today, the thing is 140. In the morning it was 60, 140. It just messes up all your calculations. Yeah.
Well, there's also another interesting occurrence. The fish industry came into being this year. How did that happen?
Well, of course, people were always fishing on our lakes and rivers and stuff, but that was the year that Masese fish factory in Jinja was commissioned.
Was that the very first one?
It was the very first major one of that kind thing, and government had spent $300 million at the time to bring it into production. It was expected to process about 60,000 tons of fish. But the interesting story was that these were monies, I think, by the Italian government that would have gone back to Italy. And we had to find something to use them for before they went back. So the president, it's a story he likes to tell, the president suggested Masese, and that was the beginning of our big fish industries.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how was it doing?
I think, well, it did. Unfortunately, it was a government company, so you can imagine what happened. Well, government's not it can't do business. Not only this governments don't do business. So it failed. But it set the ball rolling for other private sector guys to come into the thing. Yeah.
And did it help at all?
Yeah, so it created a fish industry, which now we have hundreds of millions of dollars in exports from, which were not there previously. So it was useful.
And how did the budget then go?
Well, the budget, as I said earlier,
compared to the previous.
Yeah, the previous. I mean, this was the 1991 budget. He was looking to raise 206 billion shillings for revenue, and to spend 320 billion. The difference was going to come from grants and loans from donors. Yes.
Oh well, thank you, Paul. For more of these analysis, go to our website www.newvision.co.uk.